What's up everyone, I'm IAMOBG for tastingskills.com. Welcome back to another video. Today we have the Old Forester single barrel strength, and this is a store pick. Now Old Forester makes about 13 different bourbons. It is a very big extensive line and it's owned by Brown-Forman. Now if you don't know who Brown-Forman is, I put a link there so that you can go and check out and be familiar with their brands, but basically it's Jack Daniel, Woodford Reserve, and so many other brands. But today we're talking about the single barrel pick by my friend Isa. Now this Old Forester barrel pick is 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% barley. It entered the barrel at 125 proof in a char level 4. This is aged for a minimum 6 to 8 years. Out of this single barrel, they only got about 24 cases, and this is $80 a bottle. Now this one was in warehouse 1, floor 1, and it has an alcohol of 66.85 or 133.7 proof. Now, I was also able to get a bottle of the Forester Birthday. Now, this is the one that everybody seeks out, and if you think I'm gonna crack it, well, you're out of your mind. Basically, you can find it for around $200. It's also the same exact mash bill, but it's what everybody seeks out. Right now, if you go online, you can find it for around $900 for the 10-year-old, but when we start looking back at older vintages, like the 2013 vintage, that was like a 12-year-old, we're looking at about $2,500. Yeah, so if you do find the 12, well, buy it. Now, what does this taste like? Well, before we get into it, do you want to taste like a pro? Head over to tastingskills.com and put your name and email into the magical box, and I will send you my free 17-page guide to the fundamentals of tasting. So what does this Old Forester taste like? Well, for starters, I did do a cut down to 100 proof, which is an in-bond proof, and if you want to know or have more information about that, I've put a link below explaining what that is on the Elijah Craig video that I just did like a week ago. All right, so let's get to the tasting notes. So the color is rich brown with an amber center and with some dark red on the edge. The nose has high alcohol intensity with lots of cherries, orange, but the alcohol is just overpowering on this since it's 133.7 proof. Now there is some sweet notes that you get, and that's sweet charred oak. On the mouthfeel, high intensity of the alcohol that just drives a big burn, which is normal. That turns into the spices that you get from that sweet oak into some orange zest that just drives the acidity in a long spicy finish with high alcohol. Now this was really intense. I mean, it's almost 134 proof. It's really good. I really love it. I really enjoy it. But the problem with this is that if I have 2 or 3, then I'm really gonna feel it the next day. All right, let's look at the lower proof one. Same color profile, it has the same intensity on the nose, but you get a lot more of the caramel. It's so much more enjoyable on the nose since you finally get the caramel notes that wasn't there in the previous one. But you get the same flavor profile, it's intense. The orange zest and the sweet notes just drive this nice cherry note into layers and layers. On the mouthfeel, you do get a high intensity, but not as much of the burn as the cask strength one. You do get layers upon layers of this cherry, vanilla, charred oak, just beautiful, beautiful bourbon. I really enjoyed the high proof and the 100 proof cut. I mean, they're both equally delicious, but like I said, I'm an old man, I can't drink a 134 proof bourbon here. Like, that just gets to me, it's too intense. All right, let's do a quick recap. The Old Forester Barrel Strength from Isa or Corey's Fine Wine store pick is an absolute buy. If you do live in Vegas, then I suggest that you go check out his store and pick up a bottle for yourself. But if you don't, well, I'm sure that if you look around in your neighborhood, there's plenty of small liquor stores that do bring these in, and I'm sure that the proof will be lower or higher or whatever it is, but for $80, this is a real steal, and it's an absolute must if you're into cask strength bourbon, because that's really the game. When we talk about the Old Forester Birthday, if you can find any of it, please do not open it. Stare at it. I'm telling you, this is one for the ages. It is only going to go up in price, and It is extremely hard to get. All right, that's gonna do it for me. Please remember to smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please go down there, subscribe, and click the bell. Otherwise, please remember, my friend, stay sober. Peace.